So let's understand some more topics within the pandas. Now let me explain this guy. So here I have a dictionary, right? Normal dictionary, a keys, company, person, and sales are keys here, and these are all respective values, right? So let's take this data. This is a dictionary. I will take this dictionary and I will say pandas dot data frame. So I'm trying to convert this dictionary data into data frame format, right? So let's print this and check how it looks like. So this is our data frame. So where you can see company as a Google, Microsoft, Facebook, right? So these are the person names who are basically dealing with some of the department. Let's say Sam within the Google company, one of the person Sam is dealing with some finance department or accounts department, and Charlie within the Google is taking care of some marketing department, right? So from the accounts department or some XYZ department, his sales are 200 million. And from different department, so which Charlie is leading, right? Marketing department or any XYZ department, from that department is making a sales of 120 million, right? So there are two Google indexes, what you can see records, and each Google one line, suppose say this record is related to some one department and this record is related to another department. Similarly for the Microsoft, for A department, for B department, we have sales 340 and 124 respectively. Same thing goes for a FP, right? So this is basically the data frame. Now let's try to understand if I want some kind of a data, right, irrespective of the person heading the department. As a company, I wanted to see the sales, total Google sales, right? Total Microsoft sales and FB sales. So name doesn't matter here, irrespective of whether Sam or Ram, so it doesn't matter, right? The most important thing to understand is the sales here, because these people can change anytime, right? That doesn't matter here. Now let's try to understand. So that is the internal things. So will not worry about that. Now let's say that group by. So what does this group by does? And how to interpret this? So how many groups are there? Google is one group, Microsoft is one group, FB is one group. I wanted to group them. One Google and one MSFT and one FB. Right? I wanted to see the data in this fashion. So how will I be able to do that? So I'm going to group them. So in order to group them, how I'm going to write the code? So data frame dot group by is the method with which we will be able to group the companies. Similar companies will be grouped together. Group by, so I have to give the column name, right? Here column names is what you have to fill in. So what is the column name? Company. So that is what I'm going to write here. I wanted to group this column based on whatever the data we have, like a companies here. So I'll keep it in one variable by comp. You can give any name. Now, suppose I'm going to keep the Google, right? Let's assume this. So then what could be the sales? So this is a company. Okay, give me a second. This is the company and this is the sales. Now when I group it, so the Google will show only once, right? So in that case, what could be the sales here? Should I take 200 or 120? Right, that is the question. Now I'm saying that, okay, Google average sales, average sales. So 200 plus 120 divided by 2. Average means was summation divided by number of elements, right? 320 divided by 2. So that is basically what mean data or average data, both are same. So I want Google average sales. I want Microsoft average sales. I want FB average sales. How will I take that average? We have already grouped. So take that group and say mean, right? So let's execute this. Now you can see the data has been grouped, the companies have been grouped, and here you will see the mean data. So Google 160, just add these two and divided by 2. That is the mean. And one thing to note here, whenever you use mean, so it is not going to consider the strings, right? It is not going to consider the string, because you cannot make a mean or average of any string, any object. So you can take a mean or any calculation on only numbers. So that's why it will ignore this guy. It won't give any error, but it will ignore it. Right? So here, whatever the data you are seeing, sales with respect to sales, all are mean data, because I have mentioned mean. Group it, take that group, mean. Very simple coding. Fine, that is about a group and mean. Now, say that I don't want to mean, I want to see the total sales, right? Total sales. What is that total sales for Google, FB, or Microsoft, right? Total sales. So what we can do, instead of a mean, I'm just going to say sum. Sum means it will just add all the sales with respect to Google, with respect to FB, with respect to Microsoft. All Microsoft data or the sales will be added. Same thing goes for other two companies. So I just need to use this method sum. So it is going to give you total sales of that particular company. Google is 320, Microsoft 464. So you can just add it up. So you will get the same data there. So there are different functions you can explore, right? So just say that by com dot, you will see all these data, all these methods actually, right? Count, apply, box plot. So this box plot, and there are many methods that we can see here, we are seeing here. So those methods we will discuss in different examples.